Most of Anchor Infinity's people have been cleared out, and former Apex employees have taken over production line management at companies like Robocore Inc.
Currently, Apex is still facing staff shortages, and Ravenport Shipyard is ready to take over the production line for civilian spaceships.
Spaceship production and maintenance should be restored soon, but it will take some time to meet the demands of Project Australis. The biggest challenge remains the energy supply. Authorizer?
It's been a while indeed.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm going back to Ida, so I came to say goodbye. Why is Helene here, though?
Veronica said I have extensive experience navigating space-time turbulence, so she invited me to be the fleet's navigation advisor.
I see. By the way, I just saw the general speech on the news. Congratulations! Project Australis can finally be restarted.
That may be true, but there's still a lot to do before we can actually launch the first fleet. What type of organization will Hykros and the Todd family form? And how will duties and collaboration work? Also, how will shipping, fuel, and related companies operate going forward? That doesn't even include details like personnel preparation or safety management. Only after all of these are finalized can Project Australis truly be restarted.
You're saying that in front of me on purpose, aren't you? Don't worry, I've already told Plotty I'll accept the appointment as the acting Archon.
That's wonderful. You accepting that role is crucial for us.
But you should still know that most of the specifics are still handled by Plotty and the other Hykros personnel. I'm just a convenient figurehead.
Figureheads matter. In ancient warfare, some soldiers' sole duty was to remind each side of the consequences. And those soldiers were always the last to fall. Their presence was a rallying point for thousands. As long as they stood, there was still hope.
You don't get it either, do you? General Veronica will sometimes suddenly say things I don't get when we discuss navigation plans, but sometimes in hindsight it makes sense.
Thank you, Helene. I'll take the time to really think about what you said. Let's leave it at that for now. After I go, if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me.
Goodbye.
Miss Lyncis, the Helix Bio Inc. data you requested is all here.
The data left by Helix Bio Inc. is very detailed and can help Project Awakening a lot. However, confirming the specific safety indicators for Awakening will require some more in-depth research.
All of this data comes from their inhumane experiments on humans. The more detailed the data, the more the Kylian people suffered. As a Todd, I must take responsibility.
You only just woke up and you're already jumping back into work. Are you sure you're okay with that?
Hello, Acting Archon.
Lottie already told you guys about the promise I made to her?
On to Glea. I'll go and help Miss Lyncis for now.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
No. If you woke up, found everyone you knew gone, suddenly had a nephew you'd never met, and carried memories from a parallel world that felt out of reach, along with all this mess, would you be okay?
Sorry, that wasn't what I meant to ask. But hearing your complaint puts me a lot more at ease. You just mentioned memories of parallel worlds. Have you managed to sort them out?
When I woke up, I was lost for a long time and couldn't tell what was real. It wasn't until Nanto showed me my brother's things and told me all I missed in Kailo that I began to truly understand. I've finally begun to understand which memories are my own experiences and which were parallel lives I experienced through data transferal. I trust you completely because of those memories from the virtual worlds. I'm still the same person who experienced the Kailo space station disaster. I'm sorry if I've disappointed you.
How could I be disappointed? I'm just worried you might get lost after everything you've been through, struggling to adapt. You don't have to become someone else or live up to anyone's expectations.
How could I not live up to it? So many people are still waiting for me to awaken them, and I have to make my brother's dreams come true.
You've only just woken up and now you're burdening yourself with heavy workloads? The Project Awakening. I heard about it from Plotty. That's not something you can solve overnight.
The work on this matter will be handled by Miss Lyncis and the scientists from Hykros. Hykros is said to have a scientist with extensive experience in human consciousness.
Yeah, as soon as I get back to Asperia, the first thing I'm going to do is contact her for help.
But this is only the beginning.
What makes you say that?
As I just mentioned, after 40 years frozen, waking up has thrown me into a world that's completely foreign. But I consider myself lucky, as I have Nanto to help me get accustomed to everything.
There are many Kailians on the server who have been frozen even longer than you, right?
Yes, 1.2 million people. Even if only a quarter of them awaken healthy like I did, that's still 300,000 people. They'll need somewhere to live once they wake up. With Hykros' help, plus backing from Asperia and Vera, providing for them and ensuring they have food, shelter, and work shouldn't be too difficult. The hard part is giving them a place where their hearts can belong. Especially for the awakened with no family or friends. Helping them reintegrate into society requires long-term effort.
Whether it was when you first arrived in Kailo, during your time in the server, or now after waking up again, you've always been looking out for everyone else.
What, are you writing my award speech? If you want to come work on the Project Awakening, I wouldn't say no.
I want to help, but I'm not familiar with this sort of thing and I don't really know how I can.
I actually have something I need your help with, but it's unrelated to the Project Awakening.
What is it?
I need to confirm one thing first. Did you know my brother in the virtual past?
Yeah, I think he's a really good person and truly an amazing brother.
In that case, could you take me back to Asperia? I want to bring Nanto to see our hometown and rebury my brother.
No problem. I can do that for you. I'll go get ready now.
Wait, I'm not finished yet.
Anything else?
The collaboration between Apex and Hykros is a decision we made reluctantly after careful consideration. Furthermore, there is a reason we can only accept you as the acting Archon.
I understand. It's because you can't really trust Hykros, right?
In the virtual past, you learned about the history of the Norns Federation, but how much do you really know about the Servant and Hykros before that explosion?
To be honest, not much. The Servant has always kept itself well hidden. As for Hykros, it was just a research institution of the Federation, but some scientists in it had already joined the Servant.
After I woke up, I heard Nanto talk about a myriad of things, which reminded me of some archive materials I saw when my brother and I were rebuilding the Ark space station. Upon arrival on Kailo, We only knew that our father had been persuaded by the government to fund the space station. After the explosion and chaos, only we could repair the space station. It was then that we finally accessed the original documents for the space station construction plan. It turned out that Kailo's space migration plan was initiated by 3 scientists from Hykros. Not only that, they were also deeply involved in establishing several core subsidiaries of Anchor Infinity. Unfortunately, by the time we found out, they had already died in an air crash.
So those scientists were actually the servants hidden in Kailo? And Krog Hans, he was a high-ranking officer in the Norns Federation's Joint Defense Force, and in fact, he was one of the servants. If I remember correctly, the Kailo Expo Hall recorded that after Anchor Infinity discovered Zeronium, they developed the credit system with the authorization of the Kailian government. Thinking about it, the Kailian government, Kailian military, and Kailian Hykros had all been thoroughly infiltrated by the Servant long before the Cataclysm.
Yes. Nanto and I went back through the archived documents left by homecoming historians. Only now do we see that many events were being manipulated behind the scenes by the servants. Nanto's parents probably never realized, even until the end of their lives, that it wasn't their support for the homecoming that killed them, but that they had discovered traces of the servant. By forming the Icarus Legion, Krog Hans betrayed the servant for his daughter. But after knowing the horrors of this universe, despair drove him to continue the servant's plan to welcome the master.
Do you think the initial members of the Icarus Legion might have actually known about the servant's existence?
Of course. The Icarus Legion had encountered more than one covert purge by Anchor Infinity. Lola and I are alive thanks to Krog Hans keeping everything well hidden. It appears Anchor's past suppression of the homecomers wasn't driven solely by power and profit, but by fear. If the Icarus Legion succeeds, the servant will inevitably be exposed.
You never realized that behind all of this lies the power of the servant, which is why you always thought Hykros, the one who initiated the Ark space station project, was the enemy.
Even now, we still don't fully trust Hykros. That explosion wiped out too many leads. No one knows how many servants survived or where they're hiding.
Servants are known for hiding within other organizations, like parasites clinging to a host. That way, if their plans fail, they won't be exposed, and the blame won't fall on them.
I'm telling you this as a reminder. They're incredibly cunning. Be extremely careful and scrutinize everyone you meet in Hykros. If necessary, you could use the network and talk to another version of me. From the details we uncovered back then, there might be things even more useful than the truth about the Cataclysm.
Thanks for the reminder. I'll think it over. What happened? Why are you in such a hurry to meet with me?
Finally! Now that everyone is here, I declare the Icarus Legion's renaming ceremony officially open!
Renaming ceremony?
Please welcome Captain Carrot for a speech! Ahem! I hereby announce that, from this day onwards, the Wednesday crew will be known as... the Icarus Legion! To Icarus!
So beneath the mask was the Icarus Legion.
Grandma, I'm starting to understand the meaning of the wings of Icarus. Today, the Icarus Legion is taking you and everyone back home. I can finally go back and play with Hilda and the others. Why say such nonsense on such an important day? I'm the captain. I say what I want. You're just the first mate.
You do as the captain commands. You're a child, and I'm your mother. You have no choice but to listen to me. As captain, I announce that we're adding a new segment to the renaming ceremony. Next, each of you will share your wish list for after we return to Ida. I'll go first. I want to go see Hilda and the others, and take Lyncis to see the ocean, the desert, the rainforest, and the flower fields, and eat a lot of carrot cake. Then, I wish to take everyone back to our homeland, hold a proper funeral, and lay them to rest. Then, I'll travel all over Ida with Carrot, and turn my shop into a chain across Ida. Second mate, it's your turn.
Me? I want to reclaim all of Ida's land, to find my lost friends, and to recover my memories.
Then I want to be there with you for everything you want to do.
Shirley, isn't there anything you want to do for yourself?
I...
Wait a minute! Where's Mia?
Huh? Mia? Mia... Looks like it's over there. This feels familiar.
My brother, that time.
Please, Mia, I'm sorry. Can you talk to us? When we get back to Ida, what do you want? We'll make it happen.
Mia, no. Don't bring the little kid. The little chubby kid.
Mia, since you're so mad this time, I, being the grown-up, won't take what you say personally.
Fine, fine. I promise I won't force you to be Carrot's gaming buddy anymore.
Shirley. It's great that Mia's willing to talk.
The spaceship is ready. It's time to depart. Other services: guiding, brokering, storage, rentals, spaceship chauffeurs. You know the drill.
Yanuo? I didn't expect you'd be the one to come pick us up.
Welcome home, Acting Archon of District 4. Archon Alric is waiting for you in the conference room. Please, follow me. As for the other guests, someone will be here shortly to attend to you all.
I can't believe it's Archon Elric.
Archon Alric is busy with public affairs, so please don't take up too much of his time. After meeting with you, he'll still have to help receive those two Apex representatives.
You mean Aglaya and Nanto?
Yes.
To help you get accustomed to the role of acting Archon, Plotty suggested that I assist you. Coincidentally, I've also heard about the funeral you're holding in Asperia.
A funeral?
Am I incorrect? I received a list of Asperian victims from the Kailo space station, and a request for a collective funeral submitted by Ms. Lyncis.
You were correct, but I didn't expect Archon Elric to be so concerned about the funeral.
From now on, call me Elric. You're now an Archon of District 4. It's time to start acting like one.
Elric?
What would you like to know?
As a District Archon, what exactly do I have to do?
The District Executive Officer is the highest authority in the district, and all matters, big and small, must be reported to you. However, the key issues vary from one district to another. For example, District 9 has long since focused on research into aberration and omnium. District 7, meanwhile, has been dedicated to improving the local environment and constructing urban settlements.
Kylo's primary focus is the space-time turbulence research and the Project Awakening.
That's how it is. But Kailo isn't the same as Asperia or Vera. Hykros plans to co-govern Kailo with Apex, so how much the District 4 can achieve will depend on the upcoming negotiations. Plotty is much better at this than you are, so leave it to her. Your close ties with Apex will only work to your advantage.
Plotty mentioned something similar. My experiences in Kailo and the people I know make me the best candidate for this position.
After all, a District Archon rarely handles hands-on tasks. Their main responsibility is to make the right decisions and ensure others can carry them out without distraction. This requires everyone to trust you completely. Both those who report to you, and those you must report to. Take me, for example. My research talent doesn't come close to a genius like Brevi, and in combat, I can't hold a candle to an executor like Yanwo. In other words, I became an Archon not because I possess any extraordinary talents or abilities, but because I'm the person the HQ in District 9 trusts most.
You're a member of Hykros who's been through the Cataclysm, so of course they trust you more. I think I'm starting to understand what you mean. But like you said, Kailo, Asperia, and Vera are all different. I should probably take some more time to really think about how to be a good acting Archon. Why are you so focused on the funeral? Is it really that important to you?
This is the symbolic beginning of the collaboration between Kailo and Hykros, and it's also a sign that we've reclaimed a new sub-district. Naturally, this is very important to HQ. Forget it, you're an Archon now. There's no need to speak so cryptically. The production of the T5 suppressor was essentially a case of acting first and reporting later. Trying to get HQ's approval before implementing suppressor upgrades is simply too slow. T5 suppressor outperforms T3 in stability and effectiveness, which has led to more exchanges between Asperia and Vera. But this also means the HQ's control over the two regions has been weakened. HQ has sent people to investigate who's responsible. Although Plotty assigned this task to you, it ultimately benefits the people of District 9. You're all capable. Don't let it weigh on you.
Wait, are you taking the fall for me and Plotty?
I suppose it's something an Archon has to do sometimes. Consider holding the funeral and guiding you as HQ's way of putting me in my place. Right now, in Hykros' eyes, Kailo's greatest value lies in its omnium reserves. With Plotty there, it makes no difference to HQ who serves as the District Archon. Even though organizing funerals might seem like a punishment, I actually enjoy this kind of work. One of the names on the list of the deceased is my former teacher, Roger. I once worked in his laboratory, and he helped me greatly. I thanked him in both my master's and doctoral theses. It's an honor for me to be the one to bring him home.
Your teacher, did Franz and Dr. Claire know him too?
Of course. Mr. Roger was Henry's PhD mentor, and he also taught Claire and Loon. Speaking of which, I have a rather presumptuous favor to ask.
You're not seriously thinking of inviting Dr. Claire to the funeral, are you?
Actually, I am. This is a good opportunity to have a proper chat with her.
I'm currently planning a trip to Cetus Island too, so I'll keep that in mind. But I can't guarantee she'll agree to come.
I understand. Still, I'd be very grateful if you could help deliver the message. This is a good chance to further communicate with Kailo. It's already been discussed, so HQ will cover all expenses. I've asked France to help with the funeral arrangements. He should have arrived by now.
That makes things a lot easier. Thank you, Elric.
I've said what needed to be said. I know you and Shirley are eager to visit the shelter, so I won't take up any more of your time. Now I need to attend to 2 distinguished guests from Apex.
Seems your trip was a failure. All my efforts were in vain.
I won't give up. I'll prove that I'm the perfect angel of clemency.
Perfect. Is this the kind of perfection that everyone sees as just another form of clumsiness?
What nonsense are you spouting?
Trying to be normal is far more difficult than being perfect by default. An idiot like you would never understand.
If Frigg hadn't forbidden me from fighting you, I'd cut you in half.
She might be protecting you, not me.
Weirdo! Hurry up and tell me what message you want me to pass on. If you keep stalling, I'm going to lose track of them.
Since you've been in Kailo, have you done anything besides following Shirley and the others?
Yep, I've gained the Authorizer's trust through private messages. And soon, I'll be able to uncover Shirley's weak point.
I mean, what's the situation with Kailo? Space-time turbulence, omnium mine, omnium reactors, and dimensional quantum supercomputers. What intel have you gathered?
Frick didn't put me in charge of that.
So why do you think I planted you in Brevi's research team?
I still have to run errands for you?
This is Hykros headquarters. Don't even think about following me. I can get you out safely another way. Come with me.
How about Shirley?
They'll definitely head back to the shelter. We won't lose them.
Great!
Mr. Franz, it's been a while.
Long time no see, Shirley. Oh, if it isn't our acting Archon of District 4. It's been a while. Congratulations on the promotion.
Mr. Franz, with that tone, you're making it hard for me to thank you.
Introduce me to your new friends. They're honored guests who've come all the way from Kailo, and I'll make sure they're well taken care of.
These 2 are the current heads of Apex, Miss Aglaia Todd and her nephew Nanto. This is the organizer of the funeral, Miss Lyncis, first mate of the Hykros Legion. As for the person next to her...
Carrot, I've heard so much about you. You really drove Hilda up the wall back then.
I'm now the captain of the Hykros Legion!
All right, Miss Captain. Hilda's already made you some carrot cake. Want some?
I want to bring Sis Lyncis with me! It's Mommy Lyncis.
All right. Everyone go ahead.
Nanto and I are going to part ways with you for now. We have our own matters to attend to. Let's meet again at the funeral once everything is settled.
Miss Aglaia, the Cataclysm did bring some abnormalities to this place, but not everyone is gone.
What do you mean?
Though the Cataclysm destroyed everything, some people, whether through fortune or misfortune, didn't just survive it. They've lived on to this day, like me. Before the Cataclysm, I met your father through work. If this place feels too unfamiliar to you, feel free to come talk to us elders sometime. We might be able to help you reconnect with it.
We trust the Authorizer and hope Kailians have a better life in the future, which is why we cooperate with Hykros. But work is work. We'll decide for ourselves who's really a friend.
Whether here, in Vera, or in Kailo, you're all victims of that disaster. We're not so different. No matter what you think, to me we're all kin. When it comes to Hykros, plenty of us, including me, hate them as much as, if not more than you do. Complaining and being angry is natural, but it'd do you good to find someone to vent to. There aren't many left who can reminisce with Miss Aglaia. It's just me, this old codger, checking in for a fellow townsperson. Whether we reminisce or not is entirely up to her. Honestly, we're just really glad to see a young person like you finally come back home. If we can't reminisce, then let's vent about Hykros together. Those types of talks go nicely with some wine.
Thank you, but we have other matters to attend to.
Thank you for your suggestion, but we have our own arrangements. I just spoke with Mr. Elric earlier. We will certainly arrive on time for the funeral.
All right. I won't keep you two from exploring Asperia. If you have time, feel free to drop by the shelter and bang us any time. Everyone's really looking forward to welcoming our fellow Kailians back.
Thanks. Farewell for now. Nanto, let's go.
Farewell, everyone.
See you.
Mr. Franz, at the funeral, we'll only bury ashes and belongings that are unclaimed. Some ashes and belongings still have claimants.
I know. That's why I want to take you with me. Along the way, we can help those people reunite with their family and friends. Regarding the funeral, there's a funeral home called Hypnos Agency that specializes in this. I'll need to trouble you, Archon, to pay them a visit.
You can count on me to make sure the funeral is handled properly. Where's that place located?
I'll send you the location right now. Just follow the directions. It's in Bangas.